Hello, Will Dempster here with Willfolio, and I am the owner of the blog Willfolio, and today I'm going to show you how to install an e-commerce shopping cart, because that's what I'm going to do for my blog. This is the blog. And I want to be able to integrate a store into the blog so people can buy things and support the blog, support the cost of keeping it up and everything. So the shopping cart that I want to use is Zencart. There's lots of open source shopping carts out there, but the one that I like the best is Zencart. There's lots of support for it. There's lots of add-ons and plugins for it and stuff. And so, WordPress is best for blog. It doesn't. I tried WooCommerce. It didn't really work out for me. It was kind of awkward. And I've tried other ones, and they just didn't work out for me, simply because it was hard to put products into it. It's hard to manage the products. Zencart, it's very easy if you go through the database. So we're going to go to zencart.org, and I've already downloaded it, but you can go to zencart.org. This is what the site looks like, and you just click download, and it comes extracted. So when you download it, it doesn't come extracted, it comes zipped, and when you download it, you have to unzip it. So I did that. And this is the folder it came in. These are the files, and all I'm going to do is upload. I'm going to go to FileZilla. You can download FileZilla at I think it's filezillaproject.org. Do a web search on it. FileZilla is an FTP program. FileZilla-project.org. That's where you want to go. Don't go to other places. SourceForge.net. I don't know what that is. You might get a bad program that gives you a virus or whatever. So FileZilla. I'm going to navigate to Willfolio, Zencart. Zencart 1.5. Now, you type it if you register a domain with a hosting account, and you have a hosting account with them, with the hosting company. To log into that from FileZilla, you just type in the domain name. Now, I have lots of different domains registered because I play around with different things. It's really cheap to register a domain. But the main domain is shaynabella.com, and the username, that's what it is, and then the password, I'm not going to tell you what the password is. Oops, that's not the password. Could not connect the server. Maybe this is the password. There, that's the password. Okay. Now I could create a subdomain, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do, these are the files for my WordPress. I'm going to create a separate directory. Go right click and create directory. And I'm going to call it store, lowercase. And I'm going to go into that directory. Where did it go? So it's empty. You would use the root directory of your store if you're going to create a store for yourself. Maybe if you want to make some extra money or start your own business or whatever. So highlight all of those by clicking the top one and holding down shift or clicking the bottom one, and then right clicking in that blue field and then click upload. And down here it tells you how many files there are left to be uploaded. As you can see, there's quite a few. So next we're going to go to our hosting account. I use Hosting Dude because they're one of the cheapest, and I've been happy with them so far, except with the new version of Zencart, it's not as up to date as it needs to be, so I'm going to get some alerts when I install it. So log into it, go to your control panel, or your C panel as it's often called. Click on Databases. Click Add. We're adding a database for the store. The store needs a database. Friendly name, database username, and its database name and the username are the same. And a password. And right there it says it may take up to 2 hours for it to install the database. It's probably not going to take 2 hours. It never does. So, although it might for some reason. So there's still a lot of files left to be installed. I'm going to pause the video, pause the recording while it does that, so you don't have to sit and wait. Okay, so there's a little bit over 250 files left to install. What we're going to do is come back to our database. And it finished installing. So we're going to click on PHP My Admin and type in the username and the password. And this number is what we want to take. This is the IP address of the database. This is the IP address the store uses to locate the database. And we'll highlight it and push Control C. And we will wait for this to finish. There's about 70 files left, a little over 70 files. And this is Zencart 1.5.5. You'll see what the store looks like once we finish installing it. Once the files are installed, what we'll do is we'll go to our browser and try to log on to the store, and it gives us prompts to finish the installation. And basically what you're doing is you're telling the store where the database is and what the information is to log into it, so that it can access the database and put data into it. It'll set up the database, and then it'll be ready to start putting things into it and interacting with it. So this is finished, and as you can see, there's one file that failed to transfer. So what we're going to do is right click here, reset and requeue all. So now it's queued. Now we have to start the queue. Process queue. And it's okay. Now we'll come to our browser and we'll go to willfolio.com/store. That's not right. Something went wrong. Ah, I put the store in the root directory of my server instead of the root directory of my Willfolio website. That's easy enough to fix. All I gotta do is drag this up to Willfolio, stick it in there. Now, let's refresh this. Alright, so here we go. This is the page we want to see. This basically says that it's not fully installed. And you want to click here to finish, to begin the installation. Really what you're doing is you're finishing it. And it's giving me some errors because my web server is not up to date. Hosting Dude hasn't updated to PHP 5.5 yet. Right now it's PHP 5.4. There's a problem with the htaccess support, which I gotta call technical support and find out about that. Problem with database connection. Well, I haven't set up the database yet, and gzip not enabled. Why do I want gzip to be enabled? I don't know. So, I have an SSL certificate on the site, so that's why this says HTTPS. It wants you to do that. If you don't, it'll tell you should, but you can still continue with the installation. So I'm going to continue, and I'm going to check this to agree with the license. You can click here to read this. I've read it already. Admin server domain willfolio.com. Enable SSL for storefront, yes. Willfolio.com. Willfolio.com/store. And this is for the HTTP and HTTPS information. And click continue. Most likely those fields will be filled in correctly. This is the field that's not. Database host. Control V. We went here and pushed Control C on this IP address, and we pasted it in here. The database username, database password, and database name, which is the same as the username. And I don't want to load demo data. Demo data is like fake products that make you, or that let you see what things will look like in the store. And keep all this the same, the advanced settings. So it's creating tables in the database for Zencart. Okay. My username, I will change that later. The email address. Whoops. And what I'm going to do is highlight this password. This is a temporary password. You can write it down if you want. The admin folder will be changed to this. It'll start with extra. Push continue. Now it wants you to delete the installation folder, which is the folder to contain all the files for what we just did. So I'm going to go into Willfolio, Store, and the installation folder is called ZC_install, and you want to delete that. And it contains around 100 files. So depending on how fast your internet connection is, mine is slow right now. I'm getting a faster internet connection tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to it, because I moved in with my roommate in about 2 to 3 months ago, and I've been dealing with a slow internet connection since. And she has DSL, and the company that offers the DSL doesn't offer really fast upload speeds. The cable company offers incredible service. So that's done, and here's our admin folder. I'm going to rename it Will Admin, and I'm going to rename that again after this video. What I might do is install a dummy Zencart store on the blog, and use that for future videos. So let's go to our storefront and see what it looks like. Willfolio.com/store. And this is our Zencart. And this is kind of a cool default out-of-the-box look. Well, it looks a lot better than the previous versions, that's for sure. It's responsive, which means it responds to different screen sizes. As you can see, so if somebody was on a phone, it would look like this. Somebody's on a tablet, it looks like this. Somebody's on a laptop, it looks like this. So it's pretty cool. It responds to different screen sizes. And so does the back end. So let's go to our admin. Darn it, what's going on with this? Oh, I misspelled it, that's why. Okay, let's refresh it. Nope. WILADMIN. WILADMIN. Okay, here we go. Let's push Control V as we highlighted the password, temporary password in the installation, and push Control C to copy to the clipboard. Actually, the username is admin, and the password is this. And we will didn't tell us to change it. Oops. I'll just put something in there. Alright, and this is our back end, and it's also responsive. So when we make the screen smaller, as you can see, the menu went to two rows. Now it went to a hamburger menu. This menu's with these 3 lines, and you click on it and it gives you a menu. They call that a hamburger menu. So if you're looking at it on a phone, you can manage your Zencart from your phone, and it's a lot easier with this version. There's an orders button. So you click Admin Home to come back to this, and Storefront. Log off. Admin profiles. Usually it gives you a temporary password and asks you to change it. Edit. That's interesting. Oh. So how do you change the password? I never had to change the password before. Admin page registration. Oh, admin users. Edit. I guess I'll add a user. Will at willfolio.com. Choose a profile, super user. And I'll change all of this, of course. Insert. Admin username must have at least 4 characters. WD. Spells wild. Insert. Okay. Save. So that's how you install the Zencart. Next I'm going to show you how to install a template to change the way this looks. Okay, so now what we're going to do is install a template. So we go to what I do. This is what I do. You can search for Zencart templates on the web, but I just search for free Zencart templates Picaflor Azul. And Picaflor Azul has some great templates that are for free. All she asks for is for a donation. She uses this to promote herself. She's really good at what she does. Her web design, web development skills are very good. And these are the different templates she has. I've used this one, and this is a good one. Responsive Sterling Ground. This is the one I want to choose. If you look at the templates, you can go to a page like this and click Live Demo, and it takes you to a actual live Zencart store. It's probably a fake store, but nobody can buy anything from it, but you can at least see how the template works. These are the categories, and these are the products. And these are what the category images will look like. I mean, these are her images, but that looks pretty cool. These are the products. Click on it. Okay. These are the manufacturers. These are just dummy products. This is the info menu, general info, customers, useful links, contact, I like that, home, I like that, and Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Google+, WordPress, I'm on all of that. So, alright, so we'll close this and we'll click, you click free download and it downloads a zip file. You just extract it and follow the directions. So I already downloaded it and extracted it and put it in my Willfolio folder. It's called Sterling Grand. Go to the README, read the directions. It's saying back up your files, then it's saying install SQL patches. Then it's saying go to product listings, layout styled rows, click update button, then upload the files. Then after you upload the files, select the template, and then reset sidebox controllers, and then turn off the show sidebox at min width. It's pretty standard installation for her templates. Turn on header boxes. Let's stop right there and do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to log into our back end. We're going to go to Tools, Install SQL Patches. We're going to come to our files, Sterling Grand SQL Patches, and we're just going to one by one file by file, open it up in Notepad, Control A for all, Control C for copy, and paste it into this box. Now the reason why I didn't back up the files is because everything's fresh, so if something goes wrong I just reinstall everything and I'm not necessarily losing anything because there is nothing. I'm not going to do the uninstall. I'm not going to do that. Let's do this as the last one. And then, what did it say to do? Install SQL patches, configuration, product listing, and select rows for layout style. Product info, product listing, rows for layout style. It's already set to rows. Okay. Now we're going to upload the files. It's going, okay, so we're in the root directory of our store. Make sure you're inside the store, you're in your root directory of your web hosting server. Go to Sterling Grand, navigate to files, I already changed this to Will Admin, but it'll say your admin folder or whatever it says. Change it to the name that you named your admin folder. That's pretty much all you gotta do. Highlight them all and right click and upload. Now, when it's replacing files, you can have it do it always, but I do always apply to current queue only. I don't necessarily want it to always do that for everything I do in FileZilla. Sometimes I want it to not, give me that alert, because it makes me sure that I replaced a file. Didn't misspell the name and it just uploaded it separately. Sometimes I want to replace files. You might see that in future videos. There's about 20 files left. Okay. Now we want to go to Tools, Layout Box Controllers, and reset them. And what we want to do is turn off, click on the E, and where it says show this box at minimum width, I don't want to show any of these boxes at minimum width, because that would be too much to have on the screen and it'll get confusing. Okay. Actually, what we want to do is template selection. We forgot to do that. Click there, and click Sterling Grand, Update. Now go to Tools, Layout Box Controllers, and Reset. Now we want to turn these off. You're just turning them off for people who are using phones. If they're using tablets, or if they're using, laptops or desktops, they'll see those side boxes. So, languages header. Oh, I turned them on. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to turn them off. See, I can do stupid things. I have to turn all these off. Okay, so I turned them all off. Now let's take a look at our storefront. And this is what it looks like. There's no products in it, so it's not showing any products, any featured products or specials or anything like that. It's just showing the basic stuff that's on here. Basically a header, a footer. There's no categories, there's nothing in here. There's these pages which need to be updated. Contact info. I probably don't need to update this. You'll send it to webmaster@willfolio.com. But anyway, that's how you install a template. And so be sure to watch my videos on how to install products. There's a video on how to set up your spreadsheet workbook, and then another video on how to set up, how to populate the tables of the database. It's a really quick way of adding a multitude of products. It works a lot better, for me at least, than using some of the plugins that can really be easily messed up. At least if you mess this up, you can easily fix it, simply because you're gaining an understanding of how the database works. So be sure to watch those videos, and watch all my videos either on YouTube or on the blog. If you're on YouTube, I hope you join our blog. We have groups, and we have live broadcasts and forums and recipes and lots of blog posts. And so I hope that you come to our blog, willfolio.com. There's a link in the player. There's also links to the other videos. So I hope you watch them. Thanks for watching.